What's up, Recties? It is June 25th. Your boy Trey here alongside Jake, my wife Katie, family man Derek behind the cameras. And Jake, if you do me a favor to the Recties now, why don't you take a look at that? What does that say on there?
Wow, look at this. Stream TV Creator of the Year Award.
Wow.
Clap. Everyone clap. I like our toddler.
Hey,
Everyone clap for me now.
You just like promised.
Creator of the Year.
2025, Trey Kennedy.
It's no longer husband to you. It's Creator of the Year.
What is this shape?
Oh,
What
that's...
do you call this shape? Kind of...
Well, the TSA thought it was a weapon. Dude, I was going race at home, so I went to this like conference thing. They gave me this award. How about that? And they were saying, hey, you don't have. They were kind of making fun of it. I was like, no, I'm proud of this. Okay, so it's gonna go. I think it might just go right here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Stream TV.
It's a big streaming conference. So I was there, and cool. I'm the creator of the year. Deal with it.
I mean,
move over, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sweet.
That's cool.
I don't care what. The fact that I haven't heard of Stream TV doesn't mean that's not a cool award.
Exactly. And it's funny, it's my mother, she calls me, she's like, you gotta tell us these things. That is a big deal. I mean, she has no clue, and it's funny. But meanwhile, I like sold out a venue. She's like, that's all. I thought you would have done a bigger one. But then this, she's like, oh my gosh, an award.
Yeah.
So
something
hey,
you could touch and hold.
to our 60 and up fans, it is as big a deal as you think it is.
Yeah, this is like getting on the morning like local news.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the radio's going to talk about you.
So I fly back from Denver. Oh my gosh, I'm very proudly have never missed a flight. In my hundreds and hundreds of flights. That's like a badge of honor at this point.
No, you missed a couple on purpose. Some that got me kicked off of a plane. But you did that on purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah, that was not an accident.
And exactly, there's a difference. And I was going through Denver Nightmare Airport, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to miss my flight. My bag gets flagged. And I start to think, it's got to be this. And they're taking their time. This guy opens it up. He pulls this out, and he goes,
whoa.
Oh, is that you? I was like, yeah, man. He's like, ah. And he put it back, and I did the old run through the airport. Nothing checks your ego like winning Creator of the Year and then doing a 5K in the Denver airport. Mile High City, baby.
Yeah.
I had to put some conditioning to the test. I made it with about a minute to spare.
I'm surprised you didn't dump that for weight.
Too heavy.
I am also very concerned they let you carry that on.
That's good.
Yeah, I could do some damage with it.
It's kind of like a baton. You could have handed this to someone else to finish out the run.
What's the deal on what if you wanted to take on, like your friend Natalie came to visit, and you guys were going to do homemade pasta night, and she brought her big roller.
She carried on a roller?
And they took it because they're like, this is a baseball bat now.
No, she got through security coming here.
Well, where'd she fly out of here to coming here?
ECP, Panama City.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you can carry on like crocodiles and stuff in Florida. But in the city, man, they took it.
Wow.
But I'm glad I got home with it. We're back with another great episode. Give us 5 stars, subscribe, join our Patreon.
Yep.
And
how are we doing?
We're doing good. People keep joining. Thanks for the support.
We had 5,000 people join, but also 5,000 people leave this month, so we're right back where we started.
Wow.
So, but we're encouraged by the interest. We're doing something really wrong though. No, join. We're getting closer and closer to have Jake's wife Rachel on the Patreon pod.
That'll be fun.
But I'm Creator of the Year, so you're welcome for what you're about to hear next. It's award-winning comedy. Let's do this. Roll music. Correct opinions.
I'm curious, would we know anyone else who you were up against? Not that I need validation for your award. I'm impressed.
Yeah, did they list like, here are the top 10 and your winner is?
I thought there might be a few, but then they were just like, Trey Kennedy. I was like, oh, here I go. And I went up there.
Okay.
And again, they're like, you say a little something.
Ooh, you
did?
And
you make these things up in your head. I'm thinking, I'm looking around. This is a bigger conference than I thought. There's probably 1,000 plus people here. And I'm thinking it's going to be this real seated, but it was like cocktail hour. 90% of the people weren't paying attention. I was just like, I talked for 40 seconds.
Thank you, Denver.
Tonight. Like, someone come up here and slap me in the face. Let's make it interesting. This guy's wife's bald over here. What's her deal? That was another. Jake and I both saw Daniel Tosh last night.
Yeah, we did.
Katie wasn't familiar. Oh, you were.
Yes, I know Tosh.0.
Oh yeah, that
Who
was
doesn't know
her.
that?
She just thinks Tosh.0 like, oh, little like boy humor. You're gonna see that guy. Like he's one of the greatest stand-up comedians alive, and so it was fun to see. He had a joke about, but Will Smith. That killed me. Like Will Smith and Chris Rock. I'm on the side of the guy who's not a Scientologist.
Yeah, he's like, that's how I always do it.
And people go, well, Will Smith, he's not anymore. He was. And my response to that is, oh.
That was one of
you
those...
mean he was when he was 52, but not now?
Yeah, am I supposed to feel differently about that? Way back in 2017.
But he said if someone compared my wife to Demi Moore, I would slap them because it's an insult to Demi Moore. He goes, my wife looks like a boy compared to Demi Moore.
He was phenomenal.
He's, you could tell though he's been married a while. He has kids, but he loves. I'm just curious, Katie. What's the line? Because people know I like to tease you.
Yeah,
if I would I be allowed to make that
like...
joke? Compared to Demi Moore, I'm married to a boy. You think would you be on board with that?
I don't.
But it's obviously a joke.
I wouldn't love it. No.
But she didn't say. So she wouldn't love it, but she wouldn't be like.
I think it's approved though.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on what other material do. It's like when you have jokes about me, it's like you could maybe have one or two that are kind of like on the border, like ooh, but not
like
too
that's
far.
not true, but it's funny.
Yeah, but if you all of them that are that way, that's when it's
that's when
it
gets.
Yeah,
it's an hour-long special about my wife looks weird.
Katie went viral on TikTok.
Actually,
I have to say it's your first time going viral.
Wait, like something solo you did?
I'm not even in the video.
Wow, I missed this. What were you doing?
Did you see my story?
It already got canceled.
Oh, yes.
And people really loved it. I was like, I'll throw it on TikTok. 4.4 million views.
No way.
And I don't know if you thought that she legitimately made me laugh. It was not rehearsed or anything. I was like, you're gonna wish me Happy Father's Day. She got a pause. She's like, you're not my dad. I was like, that was pretty funny. It made me laugh. Posted my story. I go, hey, and TikTok. It's turned back to pretty good now. Thank goodness.
You put it back up? I thought you took
I
it
did.
down.
I said, you know what? You deserve. I took it down because initially when
you took it down because you didn't want her to get Creator of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait. Yeah, that's why.
I'm the creator in this house.
Oh, let me show her my cute wife. She gets more views than I've gotten all year on TikTok.
TikTok took it down.
No,
community guidelines. I don't know.
Yeah, it was inappropriate.
No, I think you were. But
this is the way you
I just
dressed.
cancel her. I make a burner account. I'm like, this girl used to be racist in high school. Well, at first it kind of took off, and all the top comments were like, willing to bet he gave her the same energy on Mother's Day. They turned it into like a thing.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, divided you guys.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's a cute little joke. But then I was like, you know what? And it kept going. And now it's just all the top comments are,
she sucks.
like more pleasant. No, she said what she said. She's not wrong. She's so real. Ooh, I like her. Ooh, I like her has 59,000 likes.
Oh.
She loves it. See, doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good?
Oh.
Welcome, Katie, to the dopamine universe.
Oh, wow.
59,000
I must
likes.
warn you, the crash is brutal.
Yeah.
You've experienced
Trust
these
me,
crashes.
I've seen the crashes. Don't.
It's all going down.
We're gonna be poor any day now, just in case anyone was wondering.
It is getting bad. I gotta maybe do some more meditation.
Yeah, that's something.
Because I got a couple brand deals coming this week, and I'm a new man.
Yeah, you're on the mountaintop again.
Before that, we were gonna have to sell our house.
Yeah,
Really? You had a bit of a
crushing the
drop?
numbers, and I go, I don't know, Katie. I'm starting to think if my income goes down 85%,
Yeah,
we're in trouble, and I think it's happening.
Derek and I will text sometimes. We see the money coming in, it's a little lower, and we say, "Hey, he's having a bad dopamine month." It'll come up. It'll come up.
Every time we walk in the studio, I'm just like, thank God for this thing.
Yeah.
Creator of the year.
This is something that Derek and I fabricated. It's not a real business.
He needs something, man. It's not going good.
we just like hired 1,000 extras to go there.
Yeah, all that was fake. All of it.
You guys put on a great event.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a beautiful facility.
The
Some
cocktail
great food.
hour. It's not they weren't paying attention. They don't speak English.
It was nice to get a little taste. It's nice to get a little taste of the corporate conference, though.
Yeah,
'cause
where
we
they
don't
like
get
dress
that.
nice and you're in
And
like a
it's-
hotel ballroom or something.
Like they meet there and they network. They kind of do, but it's just they all get paid to go to this cool big hotel and like eat some free brisket and
any
hang
corporate
out.
job is just running out the clock. Whether you're on the clock, you're off the clock, you got paid to go to Denver. It's just like, yeah, I mean, if they're gonna pay me, I don't need
It
to.
was fun.
Yeah,
I was there.
nice.
It was the night. It was the Thunder Pacers game 3. So we watched that a little before the event. Big Boy performed. Are familiar with Big Boy?
No, I thought you were talking.
I was naive. No, he's a big deal. He's one of the Outkast crew.
Oh, really? You don't hear about Big Boy?
Yeah, so he performed in the night.
Really?
He followed me. Tough act.
Just one of the guys from Outkast.
People were yelling, "Bring back on the Creator of the Year!" He's singing "Hey Ya, Boo!"
Yeah, I
we
bet.
were Creator of the Year.
I bet.
But I said sorry. I gotta go.
Big Boy.
How much did you guys listen to Hey Ya in 2000?
Oh my gosh, Rose I was a big Outkast guy.
Oh yeah, same.
Where's the love?
That one holds up. I like that one still to this day.
Where's the love?
What happened to them?
Outkast?
Yeah.
3 of them died.
Big Boy ate him.
Oh my gosh, what?
That's a conspiracy theory, but we buy it here at Correct Opinion.
Wow.
I Like the Way You Move. That's Outkast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That song.
Hey, knees weak, arms are heavy. Mom spaghetti. That's them.
Yeah, most rap.
They've done most of the rap. I think.
No, that song came on the other day. I was like playing pickleball and someone had a speaker, and I Like the Way You Move came on. And that song is only 4 minutes long, but it feels 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
There's no verse. It's just chorus.
Wow.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh.
That one's not bad.
That one's great. The Way You Move, yes. Featuring Sleepy Brown.
It's nice that he apologizes in that song, but I don't like.
So clean. Dang, they got some bangers.
Are they the ones who did Roses Really Smell Like Poo Poo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sang that about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, it was right after she said, "Had you guys ever listened to Hey Ya?" So I could see the confusion. You just immediately sang a different song, so I'll give you a pass.
Yeah,
on
I might
that.
have. It's kind of like you know how you get past a certain age, you can't hear high pitched noises. I think you might be one of the I sometimes I sing too good, and some people with a common ear can't hear it.
The untrained ear.
Can you hear this? Roses really smell like boo hoo.
Oh yeah, I heard that loud and clear. Yeah.
Roses really smell like boo hoo. Oh, she didn't hear it. Oh my god. You didn't hear that?
It's another phenomenon.
I was like,
yeah, it's another phenomenon that happens like after a certain number of years married, you can't hear the other person either.
Oh, it's not about the pitch or the tone.
What year does that happen?
5.
5. We just hit it.
Real early on.
Just hit it. We're
Dude, speaking of high-pitched noises, quick sidebar. I saw this clip this week. The lead singer of Blink 182 somehow is doing a show at some Iraqi air base back in the day. And he gets some of the boys together. He's like, "Hey, well, I have an idea how we're going to find Osama bin Laden." And I guess have you seen this clip?
What?
Yeah. Okay, so the guy's
he loves emo music.
Yeah. So I guess they're like, okay, what is the lead singer of Blink 182? How are we going to find bin Laden? And so his idea was, hey, you know how he's always making these tapes of him in these undisclosed locations? He was like, the US should put out high frequency noises in all these different areas of Afghanistan and Pakistan that the human ear can't hear, but we will be able to know oh, it's 48 hertz. Okay, he's in Southeast Pakistan. You'll be able to find him. And the idea was so good that they were like, we're actually going to take this to the Pentagon. I was like, this is an amazing story.
So sick.
Yeah, I was like, that actually is a genius idea.
They're at a bunker somewhere, about halfway through their ration of whiskey or something. It's like, I mean, tell me this is crazy. I don't know, I'm a music guy.
You heard a dog whistle.
Yeah.
Dog whistle.
What if we just put that and they're like, shut up right now, shut up, lower your voice, your voice.
That's actually kind of fire.
You're on Air Force One tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I thought that's a great idea.
That's a great learner's lesson. If I'm ever so lucky to be like, Trey, we want you to perform for the troops.
Just for the troops, cheer them up.
I'm gonna come with
come with some ideas.
That's the whole night. I'm just keep trying to get hey, what? Oh, thanks for having me, Major. Thank you. Let's have a chat over here secretly.
Come this way.
Okay,
we're trying to get rid of Putin,
maybe
right?
later. Yeah. No, it's a fun night.
It's also a really bad story for all middle-aged men anywhere, because now every middle-aged man who has an idea that they think is really good.
Oh, so they're willing to hear out good ideas.
They're going to be like,
I think that kind of proves that every man knows how to win a war.
Yeah, that's what that
Fly
is.
a plane.
Yeah.
I think we could all do it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just got a notification. I have this friend, you know which friend I'm talking about, Katie. I have this friend who does this. If we go out for a dinner or something, or drink, maybe it's oh, come in, man. we ordered beers, you know, and then you just don't. At this age, you're just like, oh, don't worry about it. It's $5.
I've tried to explain this to Rachel. I think this is a guy thing.
Yeah, okay. But I have one guy who doesn't abide by the rules. I'll wake up the next day to a Cash App $6.72. I was like, what?
Yeah, why?
Well, no, I'm not. And I'll text him like, I'm not Cash Apping you.
Also, I'm offended by the 72 cents. Make it an even number when you Cash App me.
Up to 7. Yeah, that's so weird. But Cash App is a sponsor, which is great because I love Cash App. It makes sending money very easy and safe. They look out for you. Something seems sketchy or they see something, so you might be sending money to a potential scammer. They'll warn you. That's nice.
That is
Katie,
nice.
You're not getting scammed. We love that.
That is good.
If for whatever insane reason you don't already have Cash App, just download it from your phone's app store, sign up, enter our code CORRECTOPINIONS in your profile, send $5 to a friend, and you'll get $10.
That's actually pretty clutch. Are you guys hearing this right now? If you don't have Cash App, you're going to get money for free.
Just free lunch.
Use Correct Opinions.
For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. There's no catch. Download Cash App, sign up. Use our code CORRECTOPINIONS in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. So that's what would you do with $10, Katie?
I'd buy
$10 free.
couple coffees.
Couple of coffees.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Your Cash App. We the family has all been sick. I think this is our first experience with 4 for 4, truly. Right?
I thought this happened like last month. Or was that 3 for 4?
That
was
three
maybe
for
3 for 4.
Okay.
This is a true 4 for 4.
Jeez.
But not as.
But it was a mild illness.
I was going to say.
It's
It
still
wasn't,
very annoying.
And your kids are not in any kind of daycare or anything, and you're still getting sick all the time. Maybe you need to take them to daycare. Go build up some antibodies or something.
That's how people justify it. Like, how are we sick every week? Or like, this is good for us. It's miserable. No, it's.
Well, Tom
Who knows
does
how he
go
got
to a little class, so
He-
one day
does
a week.
He goes to like a little Sunday school class. Then now we're taking him to a little gym. So he's around some other stuff.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's great.
Petri dishes. And it's just, I had to bring out the sucker again.
Oh,
So gross.
I never have done that.
Yeah.
You've never done it?
Not
I'd
once.
hire that out.
Does your wife do it? Or you
Yeah,
guys
she
just
does
don't?
it, and
I just know. They're like, there's this thing there that it blocks it so you don't suck it in. But every time I finish it, I have a taste in my mouth.
I agree.
You know what I'm talking
I've
about?
done it a couple times. Like,
You got a little something in there.
I'm like a little salty.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little brine gets in there, a little sea spray.
Yeah.
But hey, you do what you got to do.
But I agree with
It's also
you.
weirdly satisfying.
I'm not gonna do it unless I'm already sick because you're gonna get sick if you do it.
No, 100%.
So I'm not gonna do it unless I'm already sick.
Yeah, it's kind of like you ever seen The Green Mile when Michael Clark Duncan like takes on your disease through those like beetles he swallows. That's what you're doing with this suction.
you're
Like,
just
give
sucking
me
it
the
in.
germs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, it's insane. This poor little girl, she's sitting there and Katie she puns her down and stuffs in her nose. I'm like, you ready? And I low-key pulled something. this
Yeah.
morning. I mean, you got to suck. And then this glob comes out and you're kind of like, let me see it. Yeah, you got it. She's wailing.
Because what you're like siphoning snot. Like that's kind of like they're just clogged up. You got to get it out of there.
Straight
Just like,
siphoning.
yeah, because babies can't blow their nose, so you have to just get it out somehow.
Dang. Gosh. I'm glad
I kind of want you to do it to me one time because I bet
No.
it feels good.
I will not do that to you.
And look me in my eyes when you do it. Come on. You stick it in there. I'm like, come on.
I'm
Get
like
it out.
dying thinking about it. No.
What position would you guys do that in?
What would be most? You want to use gravity a bit, right?
Yeah, get a pillow under you.
Probably, like on the bed. She'd be on her back. I'd be on her, and we'd have our heads like off the edge.
That's huge.
I think that would be the first try. If not,
So gross.
even
Man.
the fake sucking hurts.
So everybody's
but
just been sick. 4 for 4.
I'm doing better. I'm good. I felt better today.
I'm
I'm healed. Yesterday was. Sometimes you ever get sick and you get depressed. Yesterday I was just like, what's the point of anything?
Well, you always just think how much better you had it. You're like, remember 2 days ago when I could breathe normal? I had no idea how good I had it.
So I almost didn't go to the comedy show. I was like, I don't know. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm gonna leave here. I was like, no. I'm so glad I went. I was very proud of my strategy too. Where'd you park? I'm one of these old men now. You go downtown, you go, well, where are we going to park?
Well, there's two schools of thought. I don't know. We parked a couple blocks away. We parked pretty close. Found an underground spot.
You had to pay, huh?
Yeah, I paid.
What'd you pay?
Actually, I was supposed to pay. The gate was up when I left. Just kind of scurried through it really quickly.
Ooh,
Technically
nice.
didn't pay, but I did have a ticket.
I did that one time in a parking lot where I lost the ticket.
Okay.
And then I said, hey, I lost the ticket. What do I do? And this lady, they basically were just like, you're stuck. They were both like, you're stuck. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? And so I got right behind someone as it opened. I got as close as I could.
Yeah, you
I
connected
tried
to
to
their
just one
hitch.
long car. And I was just like, you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I got it. It was exhilarating.
That stuff is kind of scary. Even just like at the car wash. Like, even though it's like my turn to go, it's like, oh, okay, I go forward. We only went half a car length. And you're just under it. Like, it could slice me at any time. Like, when you're directly under, like, it's got a sensor, right? It knows I'm here. I hate that feeling.
I parked about a half mile away because I was like, you know what? I'm running late. I can't mess around. I can't get caught. Parked. Did a jog there. I turned a 10-minute walk into about a 5-minute.
Jogged into a comedy
little jog. And the way back, I go, ooh, bird scooter. I hadn't ripped one of those in a bit.
Way.
$3 to get to my car in about 90 seconds. Had a little fun too.
I
was very proud of my system.
Someone saw you last night and recognized you. First thing they think of, is that the creator of the year? And then the wife goes, no, he wouldn't be scootering around downtown Kansas City by himself.
By himself, yeah.
Is that him? He was the show by himself? That's, I guess, maybe.
Why does it look like he stole something from the comedy show?
Yeah.
Why is he speeding away on a bird scooter by himself?
I do, low-key. I really wasn't, I wasn't self-conscious being there by myself, you know? I'd be like, whatever. Yeah. I was prepared to lie and be like, I'm meeting a friend. I was 100%, if someone said something.
Like when someone recognizes you.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. But I came in late and just sat down. And then I left, and it was loading up the bird as everyone walked out. I was kind of like, hurry. And I was prepared. If it was going to make me like enter a credit card, I was just going to start running.
Did you get recognized last night?
I didn't.
Me neither. Not our crowd.
Well, not our crowd for sure.
Shocker.
But I also was like, I was just in and out. I'm trying to justify it. I was in and out. I
wore all black sunglasses.
You created the year. It's a lot of press. I didn't want to I don't want to ruin Daniel's show.
Yeah, I had upper balcony seats. I snuck in. Yeah. I can't believe you bird scootered away and jogged in.
I can't believe you spent $3 to go half a mile.
It's a good deal, right?
That is not a good deal.
I kind of forgot about bird scooters. If I parked half a mile away, I would have done the same thing.
I remember looking at the receipt thinking, $3 sick. If it was like $6, that's crazy.
Yeah, 5 and under is free. 6 is like,
Yeah. $3 is not any dollars. I would buy anything for $3.
Except like a mobile app. When like I want to download this cool weather app. $2.99?
It's gotta be able to touch something.
Yeah. Stream TV award.
Wow.
All comes back to that.
Katie, how was your weekend? What did we do? It was Father's Day.
It was Father's Day.
A while back. You got me our gift giving. We're definitely all the way in. Gift giving. She gave me a pair of shoes. I go, I like them. And then later I put them on. And
No, let me tell the story.
You're like, these aren't 3D printed.
Aww.
Yeah, that's exactly. He doesn't even wear those.
I've never worn
Not yet. Hasn't been in the right situation.
I got him. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, Trey kind of needs like a wardrobe overhaul, to be honest.
I feel like this is something that wives really enjoy saying, and it's not true.
He dresses very well, but the issue is, maybe I already said this on the podcast, but Trey likes to buy really like fun, crazy things, and all of a sudden in his closet, he just has like a bunch of random crazy shoes and crazy shirts. And so thank goodness for True Classic, because you have some more basics.
I'm in a weird spot.
It's like he doesn't have anything that goes together. Like he needs some different pants or different shoes to like make outfits work.
My issue is kind of like, if you're like, hey man, we're going to this event. By the way, the dress code is like dressing like a grown man. I'm kind of like,
that's when you're in a bad
spot. I don't got that.
Or like when we went to Napa, it's like he had on kind of like a nicer outfit. He's like, let me put some sneakers on with this. And I'm like, I just feel like you need a different type of shoe for that outfit.
Yeah, you're wearing like neon Hokas. Like, oh man, is this good for Napa?
So I got him some loafers, and I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? I didn't know because it's a style change for him.
Loafers is a great Father's Day gift.
So,
dude, it was depressing. Open it. I'd imagine what it's like when you hit your 60s and your gift is like a CPAP machine or like and you're just like, this is my new life.
Yeah, I know I needed it. I know. That's the problem.
They weren't it. They were not it. He opened him. He seemed like he kind of liked him. I was like, we'll see if they go with your clothes. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't usually wear this type of shoe. Got to style it. And then he was like, okay. And then he put him on later, and I could tell he like wasn't really feeling him. And I was like, if you don't, we can exchange them. We can get something different. Like I was being nice about it. That's fine. And then he kind of like started making fun of them. And that's when
Sounds like you want them exchanged.
She kind of gave me the green light, like, all right, they're not for you. And I was like, so what were you even thinking buying these? But then we started like
angry.
fighting. And I was like, you're like, no, those don't look, because I put them on with like these kind of like fun.
He put
green
loafers
plan
on
pants.
with sweatpants.
Not sweatpants.
And
They're elevated sweatpants. They're
like,
elevated
this doesn't
sweatpants.
look good. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look good.
And then I put them on my black jeans, which is basically all I wear ever for pants. She's like, oh, you can't wear those with black jeans. I go, so walk me through your thought process, because you know
I
this is
thought
what
you
I wear.
were getting a more mature wardrobe soon, is what I thought.
She bought me a
The
gift.
pants should have came with it, I guess.
She said,
Yeah.
try them on. She said, oh my gosh, those don't look good. And then I was like, well, why'd you get me these? And she's like, you should have better pants to go with them. I was like, why am I? Happy Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
Does Katie ever gatekeep products from you so that she can get them for you as gifts?
I don't
No,
think
she
so.
more. No, she doesn't. I do more like, ooh, I'm gonna get this thing. She's like, that would have been nice to know for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Now.
Saturday, we were in a store, and he was like, you know something that I could really use. That like, oh well, I don't really have any reasons to get gifts anytime soon. But I'm like, Father's Day is tomorrow. You could have.
Here we
He
go.
does that almost every time. He's like, and so I guess you're gonna get that for Christmas or
I'm
your
definitely gonna
birthday.
get it before.
There's like,
No.
I can't think of them, but there's a number of things right now that I like borderline need / want. I got a birthday, I don't know, 11 weeks from now. Rachel's like, come on. Let me get that for you. I want it now.
Yeah, that's the
I
deal.
get this tomorrow. Like, come on.
I have a big desert. Father's Day and my birthday. I have 5 months of no gifts. I just have to wait.
Mhm.
Darn.
See, I think that's nice. That's too far away where Katie can't be like, let me get that for you. Once you get too close, now I can't get anything for myself.
Right.
She's going to be like, I could have got that for you.
That would have been nice to get for you.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some correct opinions. What is that? How does that sound? You guys got some this week? We'll end with me. I'm not playing this week.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to go first? Or?
Yeah, go off,
Sure.
Katie.
My correct opinion is that kid birthday parties with 2 years old and under.
Okay, try that again.
Come on. There's
No,
a
you
there's a
stuttered little
format
bit.
here.
Yeah, this is for maybe a potential clip. And so I was really, how do I say that nicer? Because she looks like she would have ripped my head off.
How else to say this shorter?
No,
not
just
shorter.
the
You
setup.
stumbled over your word. Okay, you're like, okay, correct opinion. My correct opinion is I think the kids' birthday parties that are with the 2 years and under, that's kind of what you did. And I'm really trying to be really nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Could you please, Katie, let's start that again. And
Look who you're talking to, Katie, just so you remember.
Yeah.
that.
don't wanna do this.
Sorry, Creator of the Year award, sir.
It's okay.
Now that sounds right.
Mhm. Everyone's on the same page. Your correct opinion. Beautiful.
My correct opinion is that
See, you.
I did not sleep last night, Trey.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kind of hold this here just so you know kind of what's
Thank
at
you.
stake.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Our daughter was up a lot.
Okay.
This guy.
All right. Yeah. Don't. And if it makes you nervous to look at the creator of the year, then you can make eyes. You can look at Derek.
My correct opinion is that a birthday party for kids with 2 years old and under, I'm not talking to a single other adult. I'm just chasing my child. 2 years old and up, I'm about to talk to all my friends and maybe have a drink.
Okay.
Ooh.
So what do we do about this?
What?
It's just-
That's
that's
your
what it
correct
is.
observation.
That's my opinion observation. Mhm.
What?
That's good to know.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
Are we moving on?
I was just thinking about it because we have a birthday party this weekend and you're going to be out of town. And I am excited because, I mean, Eva, she's still just, I'm just going to hold her the whole time. But there's going to be activities for Thomas now. And so he's going to like actually go just do stuff and play. And I'll get to talk to our friends. Whereas a year ago, I mean, I probably went to all the first birthday parties. I don't know if I talked to a single adult.
Mm-hmm. And the opinion is?
The opinion is that there's no opinion.
Okay. Oh, no.
This has been correct observation.
Yeah, correct observations. I think, I think weddings are a big party. And I've been to smaller weddings. It's not as big of a party as the big weddings.
I'm not in a good place.
Okay, she's struggling. Yeah.
My correct observation. Health insurance is tricky.
It is.
Confusing at times, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just your opinion.
Sorry, yeah, I can't even do it.
Yeah,
I can't even do correct observation.
Dude, you're too good at the show.
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion. Okay, Jake.
All right, this is a joint one coming from Rachel and I both. My correct opinion is when you see on the internet the phrase "people don't talk enough about," I guarantee you we are talking about it enough. We've seen enough of it. For example, a very common one you see. So Rachel and I have never been pregnant. We don't have kids, yet all the time people don't talk enough about postpartum depression. I am so terrified of that because that's all people are talking about.
They do love to talk about it.
They love postpartum depression.
I saw a girl post recently. She's on year 3 of it. I was like, how long can we milk this?
And is that the core issue? How long have you been milking? Is that what's going on?
We don't talk enough about that's a great new trend. People go, they love to quote like, I'm sorry, Christian music can't be good. And that's how they promote Christian. Oh, it's topping the charts. They're all topping the charts. It's good. We all agree. Everyone's agreeing. Stop doing that trend. I'm sorry. Who would go to a Christian music concert and then it cuts to like a packed house?
Yeah.
We're going. People are going.
Yeah. It's just like, it's an excuse. It's like a shoehorn just to say, it's a shoehorn or whatever topic you're passionate about. Let's not pretend that you're the only one talking about it. Another preface that's equally annoying is let's normalize blank, blank, blank. Because let's normalize talking about mental health. Sure, 9 years ago, that was a great sentence. Sick of seeing it now.
We've normalized talking so much about everything.
Wait, so the pendulum swung a little too far. I know everyone's got depression. There's no way everyone has it.
Yeah.
We're talking about, let's normalize shutting up.
Yeah, let's normalize shutting up. Let's normalize, hey, people don't bring back enough how depression is really you just being a loser. Let's normalize that.
Yeah, let's go back 50 years.
Go back 50 years. And it would, that might be bad for a lot of people. That would snap a few folks out of it.
And you're like, he's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
That leads me into mine.
Great.
My correct opinion is if you're an influencer, you should shut up about politics. I actually think if you make a living being an influencer, that puts you in dead last for talking about politics. You're like, all that's happening is confusing. I don't know what to think. What does Lacey think, who edits together really cute curated images of her family?
Oh. She says it's
Glad
nuanced.
She's not silent. She said, hey, I see both sides. And I think that's brave.
That's huge.
It was a big trend. They love these poor. It happens more on the female side. It's nice to be a dude over here making comedy. I see people they post like, here's my opinion on this. And the next day they go, hey, by the way, your creator who's been silent on this, unfollow him. Because that speaks volumes. They're racist or whatever they say.
Yeah.
Remember back in...
Don't give in, influencers. Huh?
What was everyone did like a
black square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel like there's good motives behind it, but it was like most people probably just did it because they just felt like they had to.
Dang, that black square there's nothing like the black square, man. You had dudes posting I had homies who hadn't posted on Instagram in years. Their whole Instagram is just like, happy birthday to my wife. They post that. And that got them to log in.
Yeah. You remember when Derek posted a white square?
That was That was bold.
That was
but
crazy.
I mean, he took a stance. And
I actually didn't see that. That would have been pretty funny. I never
no,
saw
it was
anyone
a filter. It was like a filter.
I don't know.
I
It was
swear,
contrast.
I think it was a weird. Like when I screenshot. How did everyone do the black square? By the way, I like to take a photo of like
nothing.
like nothing.
That's what I'll do
how
for like
I
my
do it.
story. Yeah,
Or did
photo
you-
of my thigh.
Or do you Google black screen? Which did you guys do?
I go photo of my leg.
Yeah,
like pressed into my leg.
And maybe
Oh, wow.
go over to filter. It makes it a little blacker.
Yeah, X Pro 2.
What if you upload it? What if someone instead of a black square they did like a light skin square?
Yeah, is that allowed?
That would have been. I think the people would have been like, wait.
Yeah.
Only-
Because the black square.
Or if you did a carousel of like every shade of black person you've ever met. That's what I
would-
should have done. That would have been more inclusive.
Mhm.
Anyone else have any observations?
Yeah, observations are a big hit today. So
I just
Anyone
think
got
it's
any?
no. I just think it's wild that these people like. I got a few DMs who are like, "Oh, this. I make a living. All I do all day is try to be silly."
wait, people,
I think that disqualifies me.
are you bringing this up because people are like coming at you saying you need to?
No, they're not like before. Very few.
The
They're
creator
not-
of the year needs to
that's-
speak up
That's what a
about
lot of.
the highly controversial and nuanced issue of immigration.
When I got that, I started to get a little pressure. And
I
it's
bet,
a lot,
dude.
but hey, I'm just a creator, okay?
I bet. Stream TV. I mean, come on. But yeah, especially if you're a full-time influencer, you really shouldn't vote.
Oh.
That's a good opinion. I think if you make a living making TikToks, you should have to like check in on the voting. Like, can I vote still?
Or I'm going to go this far. Someone like you, like if you're in cost, it's like there's like all these tax laws. If you're living here 6 months or more, count it. If you're in costume 6 months or more, no vote.
No vote?
So I would be good. You would be borderline. I can vote.
I don't live in America for 6 months a year. I'm in La La Land. There's no votes in La La Land. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, if you're in costume 50% of the time, you can't vote. You've lost that privilege.
And it's like, what does it do? These people, they come on, they go, this isn't a political issue. It's a humane issue. And ripping babies from their mothers is sad.
You
But
go,
also,
"Oh, thank
I
you."
know laws are laws, but there's got to be a better way to do this. All right, I'll see you tomorrow with the goofy stuff again.
Yeah, it's like you didn't
thank
say anything.
Yeah, groundbreaking insight from you there. Worst part of having sick family, dude, I'm not cooking at all. Cooking when you have
Well,
kids.
just go to the grocery store. It'll be easy. Come on, dude.
We're sick. That'd be rude. I don't want to spread illnesses.
It's
Yeah.
illegal.
And cooking, cleaning is a nightmare. So every plate comes in clutch. They send what you need right to your door. You'll actually spend less on these flavor-packed homemade meals than you would on your normal groceries or at a restaurant. And you don't cook the same things over and over again. Up your dinner game in 30 minutes or less with every plate's clear, easy to follow recipes. Drop it off on our doorstep. All the portions you need, all the ingredients. Whip it up.
I remember
Delicious.
you were coming home from a trip and you were landing. I put the kids to bed, and because I had this all ready, I whipped up dinner and I had dinner ready for
I'm
you
so
when
glad.
you got home.
Cheesy Mexican street corn hash. I'll never forget
Wow.
it.
So you're telling me you could save money, save time, and have a better marriage? And not
pretty
spread
much.
germs to the local grocery store?
Wow, what are you
Yep.
waiting for?
Yep.
Dig into these flavor-packed meals your household will love. New customers can enjoy the special offer of only $1.99 a meal.
Whoa.
Go to everyplate.com/podcast and use code TREY199 to get started. Applied as discount on first box, limited time only. That's $1.99 per meal. Use my code TREY199 at everyplate.com/podcast. You and your household will thank me.
I thought of a new bylaw to everything else I'm coming up with. If you're in costume 50% of the time and are not a full-time influencer, you do get deported because that's embarrassing.
Do we start to make, maybe that would help the job force? Like if
Yeah.
you have a time limit on trying to be an influencer, and after
yeah.
12 months is up and you've made hundreds of silly videos
And it's not
you
taken off.
didn't crack it, you didn't get into the creator fund,
Yeah.
you're heading south, brother.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we're solving
It'd
the
be good
problem.
job security
This is
for us.
actually solving problems here.
Yeah. Yeah. 12 months is fair.
That
Maybe a
could
little
be-
runway.
That'd be a fun, like, cheap movie you'd like buy on the Google store or something. Like, what would you call that movie? Deep or TikTok? Deep.
Yeah. influencemente.
Ooh,
Something like that.
Wow.
Dude, I know a common like thing online is to make fun of like the white suburban mom who says everything normal and except for Margarita. You know, it's kind of a joke we've all seen.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. But lately, Rachel and I were watching. You remember that old show, What Would You Do, with John Quinones?
Oh,
Do you remember that guy?
yeah.
Anyway, he is a Latino guy, so I guess he gets a pass. But I'll just go ahead and say it really bothers me how much he really emphasizes the Latino names. Because he's still, yes, he's Latino, but he's like, and the culprit was Jesus Trevino. It's like you're laying it on even thick for your own culture.
That's a pretty good correct opinion because you don't see a lot of white people do that. Like we're from a certain culture. I don't go like, yeah, man, grab you something to eat. We got mashed potatoes over here. Whatever, we got some collard greens.
Yeah.
I don't hit you with a southern thing out of nowhere.
Mhm.
I just talk the way I talk. Yeah, we got some sweet iced tea. We got water. We got iced tea.
Yeah.
Or
white meat, dark meat. Well, actually, no dark meat. Stuff like that.
See, we don't do that. Isn't that fascinating? But they'll hit you with, yo, I'm born and raised here. I'm talking. Yeah. Let's get the video, and then they go for it. And you go, whoa, you're authentic. And I think we as white people, we need to start inserting our culture into conversation.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any of John Quinones' recent work, and let me know if it's annoying how he speaks.
It's a beautiful voice.
Yeah, is he? I mean, I can't like picture him. Does he truly talk normal and then just kind of?
Yeah, but he's clearly, I mean, he was probably born somewhere or first generation immigrant, like definitely Hispanic, but kicks it up a notch when there's a Hispanic involved.
Did you mean to say his name kind of like that? The very first time you said his name, you kind of did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's kind of funny.
And they do the names they get, imagine like, yeah, man, come on in. I don't think you've met, this is my wife, Katie. I don't know have you met my Aunt Cheryl Ann?
Yeah, that'd throw you off.
Like, you'd be like, what? Are you, what are you?
Chill,
you're
dude.
kind of ramping up the Southern, dude. What is that?
Thank you.
Yeah,
So backing me
we
up.
grew up, I'm from Edmond, but we grew up going to Lake Eufaula.
Yeah. Grand Lake.
What's the word you say the most Southern? Let's just practice this. Let's say you have us over. The most Southern thing about you.
Grits. Fried
Grits.
okra.
Oh yeah, do it. So let's you talk normal, and then you say
What are the sides?
Hey,
Say what are the sides?
Well, we're kind of just doing fun. We made shrimp, and then of course I made some grits for your shrimp.
What? Oh, whoa!
What the heck?
She's Southern.
What happened?
Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you were like.
Yeah, and then we'll just have some like.
What's these flowers in the middle here? This place setting. These are beautiful.
Oh, those are hydrangeas.
Oh, whoa!
Give me a warning next time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Threw me back in my seat.
That's
I'm just
how.
confused. So do you have an accent or not? You just.
Well, no, I mean I don't. I'm talking. That's just how I talk.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't notice it now. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you like some iced tea?
What?
Oh,
I can't understand you.
Oh, shit, you're getting a package. I think the UPS guy.
Oh.
What's it? What's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know that guy. Katie's like, I've never met him. Also, that's
Don't
not a
know
UPS guy. This is all make believe. So
I don't know where I want to. You never know.
Where did you want me to go with that one?
John Luke. Fun game. Correct opinions.
Okay. Wow. How long was this?
I really enjoyed
Crap
your
been
observation, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long is this?
40.
Wow. We're having fun.
Dude, I thought of you this morning. I know you little triathlete. I think last week we talked about your biathlete or whatever. Wasn't that you? You did something.
Yeah, aquathlon.
Aquathlon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a biathlete.
Which two sports?
Swimming and swimming and running.
That's right. This morning, for the first time ever, I swam laps.
Swimming's fun. It's nice. It's different.
It is different. I didn't prep at all, or like I guess I prepped. I had swim trunks on.
Jeans. I didn't prep.
There was some prep.
What does that mean?
I was in a
It's
pool,
tough to swim in
you?
jeans and chafing and.
and my wife got me loafers. Those didn't help.
Did
No.
you wear goggles?
So that's what. Yeah, I had swim trunks and goggles.
Okay.
I guess the area I prepped is like I don't know how to breathe when I'm swimming.
what I was
I
gonna
was
ask you,
drowned.
yeah.
Like I don't know
You never
when
took
you
swim
breathe.
lessons?
are not like as far as like when to breathe when you're swimming freestyle.
What swim lessons were you taught?
My swim lessons were like, don't drown. Here's how you doggy paddle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So those aren't.
I mean,
I don't know. I guess there's 2 tiers. There's like the primal instinct swim lesson, and then there's like swim fast lessons.
Your family paid a lady to teach you to swim?
She was like a family friend. I don't know what went on, but it's like we went to her backyard pool.
You can tell the difference with white people who got the swim lessons who didn't. You didn't get legit swim lessons?
No.
I didn't get legit ones.
Same.
I can swim good.
Can you dive into a pool?
I was just about to bring that up. I don't know.
Never
done
y'all
it.
didn't get swim lessons, man. And get your kids swim lessons because it's embarrassing 20 years later when these two are doggy paddling. I'm over there like a swan, dude.
I can beat you swimming.
Oh, we got to set this up for
Yes.
Patreon. We got to have a race. Patreon swim race.
Patreon swim race.
Yes.
Do you remember
Bye-bye.
swimming in? Do you remember in that?
No one. I've never met anyone who could beat me in swimming.
I was very close then.
Wow.
When? Where?
Are you guys both?
I
Wait, is Thomas going to be a
specifically
swimmer?
remember. I mean, look at this wingspan.
Okay,
yeah,
Chet.
that's a good
Yeah.
point. Okay, Chet.
In that pool in Italy, in Tuscany, we had all to ourselves, and we were swimming some laps, and I was very close to you the whole time.
Man, she's all right. Let's race. Where's a pool we can race at? We'll find one. Derek knows a bunch of guys with ponds.
Yeah, I'm
Derek does know a bunch of ponds.
Good on the pond racing, but
All right, we'll get that set up. No problem.
So let me ask both of you then. How often are you breathing? Is it the same side every time? How do you not drown when swimming?
honestly, I don't know proper technique as far as like freestyle breathing.
This is looking good for Trey.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's crazy you don't remember.
I'm on a honeymoon in Italy with my wife. I probably had a couple Aperol spritzes, and I guess we were racing. I was probably like, "This is beautiful. We're cute. We're in love."
We were doing because I remember you being like,
"Forget it. Next time we go on a romantic trip, I'm just gonna dust you in the pool all week."
"Okay, whoa."
Yeah, you're going to be up there doing your Michael Phelps routine, flapping.
Come up for a cap on.
You
Yeah,
suction
you're
cup the
swim
night
cap,
before. Got
yeah.
those spots all over you.
I go 1, 2, breathe. 1, 2, breathe.
Oh.
But some people really cruise. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 and up. But I'm not. I just go 1.
Honestly, this is already helpful. I was going like as long as I could physically hold it.
You got to find that.
It's like every
Just off to the
16.
side here. You'll come up. It's nice freestyle.
All right, I'll practice. I did enjoy it though. It was fun. The reason I bring that up though is it was kind of embarrassing afterwards. I like put my swim trunks back in my little locker at Lifetime Fitness. I had my computer with me. I go to the cafe, do a little work. I'm like, oh, let me go get my swim trunks before I leave. My locker combo, it's temporary. Every day you go and you find a new locker, you set a code. Very simple. It's not working. First of all, I have to get a guy to follow me into the locker room and unlock my locker. Already embarrassing. It just feels like I need help for this. And then I ask him, I'm like, do they reset after like an hour? I'm thinking maybe that's why I couldn't get into it. And he's like, no. So how they work is you'll pick a locker. He just explains how the locker system
You're like,
works.
I got
with
into it.
11 guys around. I'm like, shut up. I know how the locker works, dude. I know. Select any code. It could be different every time. It could be maybe a code you're familiar with. Like, I know how the locker works.
A locker is for storage. And so you put things here you don't want to take out in the pool.
I could give you my personal phone number if you have trouble tomorrow when you come in. I'm like, dude, I know how the locker, I don't know. I thought maybe you'd share a fun fact about, they reset after an hour. You gotta get here sooner. I don't know.
That is embarrassing.
It was so humiliating. It made me not want to swim anymore.
All right, we're gonna swim. We're gonna duel. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna
I
go somewhere
know
and
you're
do it.
going to beat me. But I'm just
Dang,
saying that I am
dang.
pretty fast and
I'll give you
up.
any head start you want. I'll be
Honestly,
It's
maybe
kind
me and
of
Katie would
like-
be a good race then.
It's kind of like running. Like you don't really like to admit it, but I am pretty fast and can almost beat you.
All right, full triathlon.
Oh. Wait, didn't you and Rachel did a race? You and your
We did a
wife
race when we first started dating. We did an 800. And it was close.
What
That was
distance
a good.
do you beat me? Shortest distance you could beat me.
Because the longer you go, the more you have an advantage.
Right.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, it's not going to be 100 meters, right? Maybe it should be like
10
5.
miles, 20 miles, 1 mile. Dustin, you. What do you think?
You know what's funny is I
Yo.
never was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm saying I'm close. I'm pretty close to you.
All right, we're gonna come up with a couple races. I think this would be fun.
Here's what we're going to do.
Because she is fast.
Patreon. We're going to do a triathlon. Trey has to do all 3 parts. Me, Katie, Derek get 1 part each.
Ooh.
Now that's fun.
That's fun. Oh, you guys, I could do it.
Who's doing the
Be a
swimming?
We
little-
draw from a
be
hat
short.
the day of. That way we don't get to
Should
train.
have
Oh,
a track.
wow.
We need a pool. But we'll figure it out.
Derek's got a guy
We'll
who's
map something out.
got a pond and a
We'll
bike.
just do a landathon instead of the aquathon.
Yeah.
I gotta have water, man.
Yeah.
Guy makes up a lot of
We'll
ground in the
figure
water.
it out. We'll figure it out.
That Secret Lives pond would be perfect for it. That's
It
like
would
the-
be.
Yeah.
I have to meet y'all up north at the pond.
What's
Unfair
the
advantage.
secret pond?
Oh, it's magical. You get so many views when you filming it.
Oh, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives pond.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry.
Ooh, the Patreon's growing. Thank you guys so much. We're getting closer every week to 750, where Jake's wife will come onto the Patreon episode. Rachel, how's she doing? She feeling nervous?
She's
How's her
excited.
voice?
It's
She can
summer
talk?
for her. No, yeah, I don't let her talk. I say, you guys save it. Save it for the Patreon
Save
episode.
it.
Well, her
It's
and I are
coming.
just gonna like be really mean to each other. I'm super excited.
It's kind of gonna be a beef, yeah.
Yeah, the cat fight episode.
Yeah, but if you like cat fights, go to patreon.com/Trey Kennedy.
Yeah.
Is that gonna get flagged or something?
No, it's good.
It's good. Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. Thank you guys for the support. It helps us keep the studio going, pay Katie's bills because she's expensive.
There's a new podcast episode every single week. More of what you already like.
That's right. 4 extra episodes a month. Sometimes 5.
Sometimes
based on the
5 on the big ones.
month. And not only that, but once you get in, you have access to what? Probably 30 episodes.
Yeah,
Plus-
probably some weird stuff back in the day.
It's great.
Oh.
All
Who
sorts
knows
of
what else is
behind-the-scenes
in there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. What else is going on? I've been trying to be on my phone less, but I love to scroll. I came across my algorithm right now. I'm getting fed a ton of podcast clips, specifically from Christian podcasts.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's because I gotta be about 80% of my algorithm is stuff I like to hate watch.
Yeah.
I have a few influencers.
80%. That's
I'm
pretty
serious.
high.
I know. And I have a new guy. I don't want to just start, maybe on Patreon I'll divulge some of these people. I don't want to just flame people, but they'll pop up and I'm just like, oh, I just don't like this person at all. And I watch the whole video. And they come up again. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Gotta watch.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I wanted you to give me a couple on the Patreon.
Yeah.
I've got some. But the Christian podcast, I love to stop and watch, just not for what the main speaker's saying. That goes one ear out the other. I don't pay attention. I'm listening purely to the moans in the background.
Why do these Christian podcasters love that sound so
Because
much?
that's something in podcasting I always trying to improve, but when someone's talking, you don't just want to be like, yeah,
You don't want to be too
Oh.
engaged. Yeah.
yeah, you're hearing that. Right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so the Chris version of that is,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, okay.
All right. Here's
Oh, wait, thanks for coming on our marriage advice podcast. We've been married 5 years. We figured it out. This is
Yeah.
Pastor Jacob, and speak life into us.
So I know at times it can feel like you're in a season of waiting.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And you too, I look at you guys and I see 2 people who are just doing life together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see 2 people who just, they see each other.
Mm.
You really see, you're really leaning on one another every day.
Amen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're stepping out in faith, but pressing in to each other.
Wow, that's good. It's good.
It sounded
word.
like you just pressed into each other right there.
They're growling.
Hey, stay strong. Stay strong.
Mm.
For me and my wife, we like to say we're planted, but we're not buried.
What are you doing?
Stay. It's the bit. Hey, but say, come on.
My wife and I, our word of the year is overcome. Last year, it was rhinoplasty because the book is selling well.
You guys can follow Pastor Jake all across social.
Yeah.
It's not an exaggeration. Oh, did you like that bit?
What?
And then at one part, there would be, I was not attracted to my wife.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big part of
That's
Christian
a big-
culture.
Yeah.
Listen.
We don't physically find each other attractive.
Look
Not
at
at
her.
all.
She looks like Chet Holmgren, the starting center for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
But I
Do you
stalked
think I
her
wanted?
every day for a year,
Yeah.
and she finally caved.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ooh, go. Maybe this is correct opinion. Go.
Yeah. I
Stalking, you're out on stalking?
Out on stalking or any kind of weird, continual, just like
I wore her down, and
Wore
that's our
her
love
down.
story.
But
Yeah.
I just felt there's no doubt that I was meant to be with her, so I had to just keep pursuing.
right. Well, she has an opinion too.
Well,
Well,
she should have moved to
But-
a neighborhood that I couldn't find.
no. So
So creepy.
we'll play this out.
Okay.
I just heard it clear as day. Like, I just feel like there's no doubt I'm called to like pursue you, and so I want to do that really respectfully. I want to do that right, and I just really feel strong about you, and there's no doubt I'm called to do that.
I don't like you.
That's
Power-
interesting
power
because
through.
oh man, the enemy's getting a hold of you because there's no doubt I'm just getting directions from the Lord.
The
that
Lord
you're my
is
future
not.
wife.
The Lord is not telling me that. So
Dang.
Oh no, well, I'll pray
Clouded
for-
judgment.
Oh my gosh, I'll pray for you. And I see that's part of why, because your walk with the Lord is not super strong right now, and I just feel like I'm supposed to lead you there.
that's gross.
Write
So
write
I'll-
another letter.
Okay, I'll go back to the drawing board.
That is no
That's pretty-
lie.
No, the
That
gaslighting.
is
See, that's part of
no-
it, though. You're not hearing the same thing I'm hearing, and that's your fault.
That is no lie. It is wild. You're just
No, did you go to?
like, I don't like you, and they're like, well, let
that's
me
weird.
just keep.
Why would God tell me you do?
You learn that.
Oh my gosh.
I had to learn that in the dating scene. When you're in the Bible Belt, you have to. It's tempting to be like, it's not good for me right now. Some people will be like, all right, I'll check back in 6 months.
Yeah.
You kind of got to go, listen.
I don't see
I'm ready to tell-
ever.
I had to tell a girl once, like, I don't think this is gonna work now or like ever once at all. Ever am I gonna want to do it? And you kind of have to just be like, that's so mean, but I just don't. It needs to end.
There needs to be some finality to it. Like this will never in any way work, I think. All right.
Hey, I think this has been great. I just don't see us like working out in any period of time on this planet at all while we're alive here or in the next life.
Yep.
In
Beautiful.
the next life, I want to avoid you too. And you seem great. I'm sure you'll get to the next life, but I'm gonna be hanging with other people.
Yeah, and even then, don't look my way.
But I know it's like kind of mean, but way better than just ghosting someone.
The ghosting's very. You have to give a little credit for someone speaking a little bit.
Absolutely.
Ghosting. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've been ghosted. I get ghosted sometimes by my bros, and I want to cry.
Oh.
You ever text the group text and you get nothing?
It's so
That-
sad. So sad.
That'll bring you to your knees. You're just like, what did I do? Maybe all their phones are dead. Maybe all their phones are dead. Like how? I thought that was. It's like a random Wednesday. I'm thinking, oh, my buddies will laugh at this, and you just bomb in the group text.
Do you
Cell
like
tower go out?
circle back and kind of like question mark it or like
Yeah.
Question mark your own joke.
I
Yeah.
will. Yeah, you kind of be like, oh yeah, that wasn't funny. You try to save it, or sometimes I'll send them like just an image of like a guy screwing in a ceiling fan. Kind of communicate. I'm reinforcing this. Respond or.
You know what phrase I love from like Gen Z? It's so funny.
Never heard of that one.
I'm creative. I'm a creator of the year.
Duh.
Is when they'll say, "Chat, am I muted?" I think that's so funny. It's like
Oh,
they're on a
that's a
Twitch
good
stream
one.
and just like, "Can you guys hear me?" Like in a group message. Yo, am I muted?
What's funny is if I were to like say that in a group message with girls, they would be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Like I can't. Well, I was busy, and then the kid, and like, yeah,
The like guy on guy dynamics and girl on girl dynamics. I've learned so much about that just being married. Like girls, unfortunately, it's like most girl relationships, you just can't joke around the same way. It's just different
It's
dynamic.
just different.
I did. My new bit is if I send a funny text like at night, no one responds the next morning, I'll just unsend. That's a good one.
Pretend that never happened.
I did. I've even started to use the feature. There's one night because I finish hanging with my bros. I get back and I'm just still revved up. I'll fire off a couple and you can tell they're done. And so I did that and I was like, "Oh, Trey, don't." And I unsent.
Oh.
The next morning, the guy was just like, "I'm so curious." Screenshot is like Trey Kennedy, unsent a message, unsent a message, unsent a message. I was like, I was embarrassed.
That's rough.
That is a classic. I feel like I saw it recently. Where it's like the millennial like girl urge to like after you're done hanging out to like send a follow-up text and be like, so good. I so needed that time, whatever. And I don't do that, but I have a lot of friends do. And it's just like, I just wait. It's like, it's going to come.
That's so funny. I know something Rachel and I've noticed is like, she'll be in a group text with the girls and Rachel suggested something a couple days ago and no one really responded to it. And then 2 days later, someone's like, should we do this? And Rachel's like too nice to be like, because if I was guys, I would respond to my original text like, oh, genius idea, man. I wish I would have thought of that. Like be really sarcastic. Like you just took my idea. Rachel's like, I could never in an all girl group chat, like give someone a hard time in that way. That's too bad though. It'd be so fun.
No fun.
Yeah. You got to let them know, hey, that was my idea. Like you're just repeating what I said.
Yeah. No one would do that.
I'll try.
Maybe Rachel and I should start texting each other and just be like so mean.
Just be mean to each other. Just get everything out of your system.
I used to just fire off stuff in group text, no regrets, and I've done good at restraining. This one I wanted to do so bad was we've got this adult Bible study, and we have these teenagers watching our babies, children, so we can do it. And then one girl texts like, guys, I just want you to know, like one of the high school rules is really, she's just like thinks our kids are so great, and she thinks we're great, and she's like going to church again because of our group. And everyone's like, amazing.
That's great.
And the start of this whole babysitter was like, and Katie and I were like, we find these girls in our neighborhood, $20 an hour. And then everyone's like, yeah, that's good. That's great. Sign them up. And then someone was like, wait, I found these girls from K-Life, a Christian organization. Like, they'll do 18 an hour. I was like, guys, are we going to like
we already
haggle
people.
like $2? And so I wanted so bad to be like, still wish we would have saved $2 an hour on the K-Life. And Katie was like, don't. I was like,
you would get a minimum 5 ha-has. You know that's good.
It would get the guys would be texting on this like, oh, that's great. That's great. Someone's like joining the kingdom of God, but it's cost me another $70 a year.
I mean, are we going to do this Bible study for years? I mean, this is going to add up.
Yeah. An inheritance. She's also taking some of it in heaven, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
can't take it with you.
All right, let's do some. We got fan videos.
Hello, everyone at Correct Opinions. Trey, Jake, Katie, Family Man, Derek. Yo. I just wanted to video in to tell a sheltered kid story. So I actually went to public school, so I didn't think I was that sheltered until I went to a sports camp one summer. I was about 15, and I guess they had a problem previous summers, but when I got to camp, they had to do like a bag search and they had to ask you all these questions about anything that you might have.
This is great.
And I was very confused. I didn't know what they were talking about. And I was like, I have all my stuff. Like, I have my clothes and I have my toothpaste and I have all that. And then I remember they asked me if I had any, I'm sorry if there's young kids listening here, I'll just say some corn. And I didn't know what that was. And so I said, what is that?
Oh, what is that?
And
Can I try it?
the girl who was asking me the question told me what it was. And the look on my face must have told her what she needed to know, because she didn't, she just said, you're good to go. And then,
oh, sweetheart, you're
left,
fine.
But I was horrified that was a thing. So even though I went to public school, I must have just not taken anything in and never listened to what the other kids were saying, or I somehow just escaped all of it. But that was a really great moment. Anyways, love you guys.
Thanks for sending that in.
Pod.
That's awesome. Thank you.
That is confusing. And also,
how did that girl describe it to this poor teenager?
Oh, you know what it is?
You know what it is?
all right. Lay down.
Like, oh, you know when like how babies are made, they film that. She's like, what? And people want to watch a stork dropping off a baby that bad? Like, okay, you just go on in, sweetie. You're good.
It's crazy they had to check for like analog versions of this. They're like, did you sneak it in your duffel bag?
Let me see. Show me real quick. Color something. I want to see how good of an artist you are. Are you going to draw something realistic? Our kid's gonna pay you to do
Start
realistic
this-
drawings. This one draws too good. Yeah, that was back in the day, dude. Analog.
I'm shocked that they were searching for. I mean,
I don't blame this 15-year-old girl for not like. Jeez.
Sports camp.
wow.
Well, thanks. We always want to hear from you guys, so hit us up, TreyKiddo.com/correctopinions. We're going to keep this going on our Patreon. Thank you. We have more Super Recties every week. It means the world to us. Go to patreon.com/TreyKiddo. We'll keep it going. Have a great week. Creator of the Year signing off. Peace.
Correct opinion.